Only two undefeated sides remain, and they clash here today in this huge round 3 Six Nations matchup. Wales are at home, and meeting them will be England. Today will be the day that only one undefeated side remains in the 2019 Six Nations. Hello everyone and welcome along to Cornflakes Crib, your home of Rugby Challenge 3 and the Six Nations competition where Wales are going hunting for the big English scalp. The Grand Slam will only be on the table for one of these sides following today's matchup. The home ground advantage is with the Welsh. They made a few interesting calls that many are questioning before kick-off here today. Most notably will be the option in the number 10 jumper with Gareth Anscombe getting the nod over Dan Biggar, who rides the pine in today's big clash. He's got former New Zealand partner at inside centre Hadley Park, with the experienced Jonathan Davis outside of him at outside centre. The forward pack though looks very good, it looks quick and it looks strong. The additions of the likes of Navati, Moriarty and Tipperick will definitely give this Welsh side an edge around the field. How will they be directed though? That is the question. And how will the service still back three like Adams, North and Liam Williams go for the Welsh team today if they're going to take their third win on the trot? And not only that, go a long way towards picking up the Grand Slam. Here is the side that will be facing up against that Welsh team, and it has had a few changes from the last time they came out in round 2. Moon will get the start at loose head prop. Laws comes in for the injured Atolje. Into the back line, there is only the change of the two wingers, with May and Noel swapping sides. Apart from that, the core of the side has stayed the same. And like we talked about with Wales, it'll be how this back row performs of Wilson, Curry and big man at number 8, Billy Vunipola, that will go a long way to how England will survive in this fixture. Owen Farrell has big shoes to fill. He's the one that many are watching to take this game by the horns. How he and inside centre Mana Tuolangi will combine will be a big factor in today's matchup here as well. England on the road, that is one of the biggest factors of all, and it is the Welsh who are at home looking to put the big victory on. So it'll be Wales kicking this one off there in the red strip tonight with the white shorts. They are the home team with the big crowd advantage as well. England travelling in the white, and we are good to go very quickly through the boot of Gareth Anscombe, who goes deep down to English territory, and a couple of quick offloads as I'm finding great room out wide, and it's a runaway here for May. May going up against Williams, but Williams holds him down. Release. How quick did that spark? Oh, penalty! Out of nothing, Liam Williams has been pinged. Not releasing the tackle and the breakdown. Johnny May down the sideline earns the penalty. England lining up 3 through Owen Farrell. Could be the perfect start for the visitors. Thought he did well, Williams. He held back, he waited, he used his support defenders. What a kick from Owen Farrell. A mile away, and he has driven that a long way over for a 3-0 lead. England, after just 4 minutes, lead this crunch Six Nations match. It was solid defence, but almost call it a professional foul with the last defender there being Williams to give away that penalty. Lucky not to get something more against him. It's a great take from the kick-off from Wales, but they'll lose the ball. Adams unable to beat the miracle worker there. England having another go. Out wide they come once again to Johnny May's wing. And he is this time tackled nicely by George North. Big hole here, and he wants it, Cruz. And he gets it to Curry nicely. He pops it back inside, and Carl Sinclair takes the tackle. And it's there for Mark Wilson. And he's held up in the tackle, but the ball will come back for Laws, who trots sideways, goes back in. Oh, great pass to Sinclair! Sinclair's in behind the defenders. He won't have the speed though. And eventually he's dragged down by the Welsh defenders. They are trudging up nicely here, England. Cruz again out wide. Billy Puller into Tuolangi in a high tackle from Ross Moriarty. And he's going to pay the price here. 3 points behind, and they may be 10 in the bin as well. Moriarty's out, and that is the big number 8 for 10 in the bin. 12 minutes into the game, he will miss a quarter of this matchup. in the first half at least. And Owen Farrell is taking a massive shot at goal here. A long way out. It's just to the right, and it is over. He's waving to fans as the ball sails between the uprights. That is confidence from Owen Farrell. And how about the confidence for England to take the punt on anything within 60 metres of the sticks? Gareth Anscombe, man in the bin for Wales, and they kick off yet again. And it's there from Moon, who goes to May, cuts back inside, great offloading here from England yet again. Hill makes great tackle, but Lord's still behind, and Lords goes up to halfway. They are carving this Welsh defence to ribbons. Here's Farrell, again he offloads, nicely done. Once more from Cruz, who finds Tom Curry. And they're just short of halfway here, England. It's another short ball. Laws really is loving live off the shoulder of Farrell. They go wide to Noel. And he's put in a bit of a nothing kick here. Williams, oh, he's dropped it. He has made a massive mistake there. Adams away to Parks, and Andy Parks just smacks us as hard as he can down the centre of the park. Chases hard too, does Parks. And he puts Ali Duddy down 10-metre line. They come wide again. No, back inside beautifully. There's a chance for Slade. Slade goes to Tuilagi. And they're right in the middle of the field here are England. A chance to put this one up to an even bigger lead. Curry out wide. Farrell fans away one. Draws the second. It's there for May. Oh, Johnny May. What a finish from the English winger. And that's the first try of the match. Sensational skill from Owen Farrell. And then Johnny May. And England are flying high. Watch this from Farrell. He draws in both defenders. North should have stayed out wide on May. He couldn't. He got lured in by Farrell. And then Williams, as best he could try to stop a rampaging May. Not enough. And a big finish from Johnny May. Look at this. The big fend as Williams loses touch. Is he in touch? It's too hard to say. The referee has absolutely no problem awarding that try. But those with the benefit of a replay may think otherwise. Old Farrell taking his time, surprisingly, and he could make it 13-0 to England. As we are nearing the half-an-hour mark, it is one-way traffic here. England 13, Wales 0, and it is the visiting team who have got their heads well and truly in front here. Ross Moriarty back onto the field for Wales. And they need him. Boy, oh boy, do they need him. It is a long way back from where they stand here. Anscombe and Wales, to be fair, have not really featured in this matchup at all. It's been all of their visiting side, England. As this time Adams climbs high, but he's not had the support yet again. He's had 3 touches. He's lost the ball every time. Farrell has it in midfield. Options left and right. Farrell, he goes out of one tackle.
Release.
And breaks his way up over the halfway line. Youngs waits for it. Half an hour goes up. Youngs out to May yet again. And right on hand supporting there. There's plenty of English players. Farrell spotted a little hole, but eventually he goes back to Wilson, goes back to Slade. And Henry Slade takes him closer to the 22. Oh, short ball away to Youngs. Youngs on a full race against Anscombe. Youngs. Oh, my word. What a finish from Ben Youngs. If you'll ever see rugby as good as this again, you have been well rewarded for everything in rugby. Look at this. Vunipola goes wide. North went for the intercept. He completely stuffed it up. How about that finish? Ben Youngs, simply outstanding. This is world class, absolute world class by England, and they take a commanding lead in this matchup. Was it placed down? Was he in touch? It doesn't matter because it's a try. For the second time in a row, the referee has no doubts that that one's a 5-pointer, and with a finish like that, you cannot argue. Owen Farrell from the sideline rubs salt into the wound of Wales, and it is 20 points to 0. Wales falling further behind England running away with this big last team standing matchup. The dreams of the Grand Slam are fading quickly here for Wales as they trail by 20, and England are storming home as a drop ball there from North is given opportunity here for Gareth Davis. He looks to the left side. Oh, great turnover there. That was a try-saving catch from Henry Slade and smashed away too. And what a turnaround of a good 80 metres there. Here's Williams, he's all alone, turnover ball, back it goes to Alangi. This is one-way traffic. Anyone dare stop England? It's another chance, Elliot Daly.
Not releasing.
Should be a turnover, it is. Daly not releasing in the tackle. And we go penalty, Wales. Half-time rings as well, and Anscombe's tapped it, surprisingly. Wales want to run it out. Alwyn Jones got short to North. North keeps in touch with Tibberick. There's a man over on the left side. It's Hill. Hill's still got plenty on his left as well. Davis, and Moriarty knocks it on. Oh my goodness me, Ross Moriarty, things could not get worse for him. Knocking on a runaway possibility try, and he sends the two teams to half-time. England well and truly in control of this one, 20 points to 0. And look at those stats. 81% of possession, 19 only for Wales. Territory fairly even, but when you've got all that ball, you just can't help but score some points. A line break, 6 by England, just 3 by Wales, and adding on top of that, the fact that they have made 6 pretty monumental handling errors when opportunities have been awarded. 2 penalty goals as well for England, and that puts them comfortably along with 2 tries and a decent lead over Wales. The dreams are there, the home crowd has been there, but they just have not put in a 40-minute performance that you would expect from a team that wants to win the Grand Slam. There's a long way to go yet, but England surely one hand on this victory. 40 minutes away, and if anything's going to happen in the second half, Wales has to be the team to score first. Owen Farrell has been monumentally involved in this matchup. He has been extraordinary for England as he gets the game back underway, kicking away to his right-hand side, and Francis offloads beautifully. Owens gets the ball nicely, Anscombe fires it out to Parks, and Davis gives to no one. It's a dirty, rough little ball, but Tibberick's got a great one from North, and Tibberick goes to behind. Jonathan Davis is there. It's one-on-one with Youngs. Oh, what a pass to Anscombe, out the back of the hand, and Wales, they'll strike first. They strike hard, and this could be the change in the second half that they required. Gareth Anscombe scores, but what a pass coming in from Jonathan Davis. There it is, out the back. What a piece of skill from the veteran outside centre. Not many do it better. A strong carry. Youngs was dragging him to ground, but somehow he did the miraculous for Wales, and Anscombe showed enough speed. He was getting bared down on, but he had just enough in the tank to push himself all the way around by the sticks, and he will have an easy shot at goal to put Wales up to 7, and the deficit will be chopped swiftly down to just 13. Right down in front, you'd put your house on it surely. He makes no mistake. Still a long way to go for Wales, but what a start to the second half. Finally some ball, and finally for the home team some points as well. 45 gone, 20 points to 7 is the score. Owen Farrell is back to halfway, and he's kicking off. Away again to the right hand side. Francis goes to Evans, and he's dragged down again from Noel. Sits up waiting for it now is Davis, goes to Parks, and Parks gets away, acceleration from Parks, gets away from Farrell, Navati's there, he's got support on his right as well, it's Jonathan Davis, creator to scorer. Oh, it's been second, he has got it on himself, he has done another piece of brilliant play, set up now from his inside by Hadley Parks, and Wales have exploded into the second half. Where did this come from? brilliant work. Out wide, simply amazing. 13 on 13, used every little slither of grass that he could and finished brilliantly from the creator of the first try. He is the finisher of the second, and now with a shot at goal, although it be a difficult one, they could go within a score of leading this game. 20-0 at half-time. What a turnaround the second half has been for Wales, but they still trail by at this stage 8. Massive opportunity here for Gareth Anscombe. Way out on the right-hand side. Sampson strikes it well. Great kick from Anscombe. He has been a big leader in this back line to spark this revival in the second half, and now the score is just 20 points to 14. The lead is cut to 6. Owen Farrell, he's back to halfway yet again. And this is not the second half that England wanted either. That's not been the way. Oh, that's a turnover though. And this is a game-changing moment. It's a chance for Slade. Slade out wide. He's got support on the inside. He's got one man to beat. And it's Liam Williams who turns it over. And now Wales can work their way out to Rick, creating space here for Parks. And Parks has smashed this away downfield. Chasing back is Elliot Daly. And he turns and he socks this into touch just on halfway. England struggling to keep up the tempo here. Wales playing at another level. Line out here for Ken Owens to the front, and Corey Hill pulls it down. Anscombe runs first receiver back to Moriarty, who catches this ball, which is a great sign for the Welsh to break. He's got support to his right. He chooses to just drive on through the tackle. Davis away to Jonathan Davis. He is wide open. It is so many on nothing here. Puts a little grubber for North, and it doesn't quite come off, and he'll turn this over. He does. He's got a straight back. What a turn of events here from Jonathan Davis. He was a spectator in the first half. He has been extraordinary in the second. Here is Hadley Parks. Oh, he's lost it. What a disappointing end to that. And it's gone down to Williams, who's fired it in. North's chasing. He's given it back to Anscombe, who's back there with him. 10-metre line now. Wales will give it to who else but Gareth Davis, who can't do much wrong in the second half, but we've been proven an instant liar as that goes straight into touch on the full, looking to pin England back. They have made an error. Jamie George now. Rare chance for England. They have not spent much time in attacking chances in the second half, but they do have a driving maul which is twisted right around, and the referee is being chased by it here. Moon, dummies. Oh, great work from Moon! Away to Farrell! Owen Farrell down the tram tracks, and Owen Farrell will score! That could be the final nail in the Welsh coffin. 20 points to 0 down. They fight back to 2014, and now it is Owen Farrell who has put one back into the English side. An injection of adventure from Moon and Farrell, and that could be the deciding of this game. It has been one really exciting, turning, changing match-up between these two sides. But Owen Farrell may have the final say here for England. The lead possibly can only be 13, but that means Wales need to score twice in the final 10 minutes. Seems rather unlikely. And the conversion is superb from Farrell as well. It's gone over easily from the English fly half, and well, you've got to wonder what's going through the Welsh minds. They were so close to a remarkable comeback, and now it has all gone backwards as they trail by 13 yet again. Tipper's taken it in. Anscombe's on the ball, and Gareth Anscombe! He's gone straight through the middle. Jonathan Davis! Oh, Ross Moriarty! What a time! What a player! What a performance of absolute contrasting colours from Ross Moriarty. Wales strike instantly, and they're back in the game. Beautifully climbing high was Tipperick. There was Anscombe. And then, of course, Jonathan Davis. Nothing can happen in the red jumper without the input of Jonathan Davis. Superb from the outside centre, but how about Tipperick as well? Started it all himself, and then keeping the ball alive. He spilt one right on half-time that just about could have changed this match, but it was spilt, and since then he has slowly built his way back into this game. Well, are we done just yet, folks? I am not so sure myself. This game has had everything so far. Do we have one last twist in this game? Wales 21, England 27. Owen Farrell back to halfway. Surely he'll want to go long with this and put pressure on Wales. No! Unbelievably, he goes short, and it's easily claimed by the Welsh, who are really fighting back hard. Less than 4 to go, and Jonathan Davis sparks room away on the right. They keep it alive nicely. Owens to Francis. The front rowers keeping it together there as they trundle their way over halfway. Slow ball, but Gareth Davis has it now. Moriarty wide for Adams. Adams pace creates an overlap. The way to Hadley Parks. This could be the miracle of Wales. The miracle win. The miracle turnaround. Half time. 20-0 down. Hadley Parks gives Wales a chance. Conversion to win it. Great work from Adams. Away to Parks. And Parks was brilliant. Too much pace for the big chasers out wide. And there was no chance of saving that for England. The fullback, Elliot Daly, already preoccupied from the previous break from Jonathan Davis. And of course the front rowers, Francis and the big hooker Owens, had cut back. And there was no one home but Sinclair, who was skinned and left for dust. But let's calm it down, because this, in the 83rd minute, 84th minute now, is to win it. 27-26. Gareth Anscombe, just to the left of the uprights, takes a step back, runs in, strikes it well, and strikes it over. Wales win. A miraculous turnaround, a marvellous comeback of the highest quality, and the crowd absolutely love it. Massive roar for the kick of Anscombe, and Wales come from behind at home to take out England and remain the only team on track for the Grand Slam. A valiant display from the English. They came and they started in one hell of a flurry, but the second half quickly come unstuck as Wales pile on 4 tries to just one second half try for England. That is one big turnaround for the home team. 20-0 down at half time. It looked like it was all over. Then it begun. Tries to Moriarty, Anscombe, Parks and Davis. Davis the architect and the finisher in a couple of those plays. Anscombe 4 out of 4 from the boot, as well as Wales come from nothing to defeat England in one of the greatest second half performances you will ever see. As for England, 3 tries and they were cruising through the boot of Farrell. He was taking them to the win. 2 penalty goals, 3 conversions, and of course 3 tries. Ben Youngs, Owen Farrell himself picking up 1, and Johnny May on the left. But how can you hold back the comeback of Wales? Ross Moriarty had a terrible first half, brilliant in the second. Anscombe invincible in the first half, but Gareth Anscombe showed what he's capable of in the second as well. And then, of course, the winner from Hadley Parks right at the end, proving the ultimate difference of 1 point between the two sides. Right, on to the stats. The most important one of all is right at the top. 28-27 Wales over England. But possession fairly tight, 48-52 in reverse the other way for territory. It was a penalty goals that got England off to a flying start, but Wales most certainly cleaned that up into the second 40. Line breaks, he couldn't get closer. 9 by Wales, 8 by England. Both sides kicking away a little ball, 15 by Wales, 13 by England. Of course, the yellow card, what we talked about just before with Ross Moriarty picking up a yellow early, dropping the ball with almost a clear try line in front of him on the stroke at half-time that sent Wales in with the donut on their side. They could have scored at the end of the half, and that could have changed things going into the second for them. Ultimately, it doesn't matter, as Moriarty got revenge much later on in the matchup and proved critical to this Welsh win. Wales come away with a miraculous victory, 28-27 over England, and they continue on here as the only possible side with a chance of the Grand Slam in the final couple of weeks. Wales 28, England 27. A big victory for the home team. That is my time for today, done and dusted. Thank you all for tuning and watching. Hope you enjoyed this cracker of a Six Nations matchup. Wales the victors. I'll be back again for round 4 of the Six Nations. But until then, thank you all so much for tuning in and watching. If you've enjoyed, hit that thumbs up. Let me know you like the video. Of course, subscribe so you don't miss the rest of the competition matchups of the round. And of course, I'll see you all for the next video. Until then, take care.